And that's my full protocol for a dopamine detox. Ever since I did it a couple of months ago, it's helped me tremendously, and I'm going to keep using it every few months to hit a hard reset, especially when I'm starting to feel burnt out or notice I am not spending time the way I want to. And I have to preface that, like all good things, this protocol won't instantly transform your life. Reframing our mindset and breaking down barriers and beliefs takes intentional practice and time. But that's why we have protocols in place. If you do decide to give the protocol a go, please let me know down in the comments how it went for you. What worked, what didn't, and what realizations or intentions you discovered about yourself. I love reading about your journeys. Now, before you go and start your detox, I want to talk about something crucial that happens after you complete it. A lot of people finish a detox, feel amazing, and then a few weeks later, they're right back where they started. This is the rebound effect, and it happens because we haven't built a sustainable system for our new life. Imagine you just cleaned your entire house. It's sparkling, it's organized, it feels incredible. But if you do and create new habits for keeping it clean, like wiping counters after you cook or putting clothes away immediately, it's going to get messy again fast. The same thing happens with our minds. The key to avoiding this rebound is to build a new system that supports the person you want to become. During the restoration phase, you decided which activities add value to your life. Now you need to schedule them. If you want to read more, block out time in your calendar for reading. If you want to exercise, decide exactly when and where you'll do it. Don't leave it to chance or willpower. Your environment is also a huge part of your system. If you know you mindlessly snack on junk food when it's in the pantry, stop buying it. If you spend too much time on your phone in bed, start leaving it to charge in another room overnight. Make it easier to do the right things and harder to do the wrong things. A common trap is trying to do too much, too soon. You just came out of a detox feeling like a superhero, and you want to start a business, run a marathon, and learn a new language all at once. That's a recipe for burnout. Remember, we're aiming for steady, long-term progress, not a short burst of frantic activity. Focus on building 1 or 2 new core habits at a time. Once those become automatic, you can add more. This is how you make the changes stick. Think of it as laying one brick perfectly, then another, and another, until you've built a solid foundation for your new life. It's not about a 7-day challenge. It's about creating a lifestyle that aligns with your values and goals. Another powerful tool for long-term success is accountability. I mentioned talking to a friend during the detox. Keep that going, share your new goals with them. Set up a weekly check-in call. When you know someone else is aware of your commitments, you're far more likely to follow through. You can also join online communities or find an accountability partner who is also on a self-improvement journey. Supporting each other creates a positive feedback loop that reinforces good habits. You're not just doing it for yourself anymore. You're part of a team. And remember to be kind to yourself. You will have days where you slip up. You might spend a little too long on Instagram or skip a workout. It's okay. One mistake doesn't erase all your progress. The old you might have let that one slip up derail everything. But the new anti-fragile you knows how to get back on track. Just acknowledge it, reflect on why it happened without judgment, and get back to your system the next day. This isn't about perfection, it's about direction. As long as you are consistently moving forward, you are winning. The purpose of this entire protocol isn't just to feel better for a week. It is to give you the tools and the clarity to design a life you are genuinely excited to live. A life where you are in control, not your impulses. Where your actions are intentional, not reactive. You've already taken the first step by watching this video and deciding you want to change. Now it's time to execute, restore, and build. This is going to be a great year ahead of us. We're going to do incredible things. We're going to become better humans, and we're going to live more fulfilling lives. I hope you'll join us on this journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Now let's get into the part nobody ever talks about. After the detox ends, this is the exact moment where most people fail and fall right back into their old ways. It's a classic story. You feel absolutely amazing for a week. Your mind is clear, you're highly motivated, and your discipline feels stronger than ever. It feels like a brand new you. But then slowly, almost without you noticing, you start to drift back. That one innocent scroll on your phone turns into an hour-long binge. That single cheat day, which you told yourself you earned, slowly morphs back into a daily habit. And before you even have a chance to realize what's happening, you're right back where you started, feeling frustrated and defeated. This cycle doesn't happen because the dopamine detox itself doesn't work. It's not a flawed concept. This relapse happens because people stop being intentional with their actions and their time. They complete the challenge, check the box, and then immediately drop the mindset that got them there in the first place. You see, the real, lasting discipline isn't actually built during the detox period itself. That's just the reset button. The real discipline, the kind that sticks, is built in the days and weeks after it ends. It's forged in the fire of everyday life. When temptation comes knocking at your door again, and believe me, it always will, that's when the real test truly begins. That's your moment to prove to yourself that things are different this time. The goal here is not to live like a monk forever, completely cut off from the world and its pleasures. That's not sustainable or even desirable for most of us. The true goal is to live like someone who is in control of their own mind and their own choices. It's about being the driver of your life, not just a passenger being taken for a ride by your impulses. So here's the simple but powerful rule I live by now, the one that keeps me on track. If something starts controlling my attention, it gets questioned immediately. I stop and ask myself, why is this thing grabbing so much of my mental real estate? Is it adding value to my life, or is it just a distraction? And if I find that it doesn't align with my long-term goals, my health, my career, my relationships, it gets limited. I don't have to eliminate it entirely, but I put firm boundaries in place. Maybe I only engage with it for a specific amount of time each day, or only on certain days of the week. But if it starts pulling me away from the life I truly want to live, if it's actively sabotaging my progress, then it gets removed again. And here's the key, I do it with no guilt and no hesitation. It's not a failure to have to remove something again. It's a sign of self-awareness and strength. It's a strategic decision to protect my peace and my focus. Because once you experience true mental clarity, it becomes addictive in the best possible way. You get a taste of what your brain is capable of when it's not constantly bombarded with cheap dopamine and you want more of it. When your brain isn't fried from overstimulation, the work you need to do feels lighter, more manageable. It's no longer a monumental chore you have to drag yourself through. Learning becomes exciting again, just like when you were a kid. You find yourself genuinely curious and engaged with new ideas. And perhaps most surprisingly, boredom, that feeling we're all so desperate to avoid, transforms into a breeding ground for creativity. Your best ideas start showing up in those quiet, unstimulated moments. And this brings me to the biggest realization I had through this entire process, something that completely shifted my perspective. Most people aren't actually lazy. They're just severely overstimulated. Their brains are running on fumes, constantly chasing the next hit of dopamine from social media, junk food, or endless entertainment. They don't lack motivation. What they truly lack is silence. We've become a society that is terrified of being alone with our own thoughts. We fill every spare second with noise and distraction, leaving no room for anything deeper to emerge. And that's a tragedy because silence is where your purpose shows up. It's in those quiet moments that you can finally hear your own inner voice, connect with what truly matters to you, and figure out what direction you want your life to take. So if you're watching this right now and you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or just constantly distracted, listen closely. Stop waiting for a magical burst of motivation to strike you like lightning. Stop waiting for the perfect time to start making a change, because that perfect time will never arrive. The perfect time is now. Start by simply removing what's draining you. Take an honest look at your daily habits and identify the things that are consuming your time and energy without giving you anything meaningful in return. It might be a specific app on your phone, a TV show you binge watch, or a news feed you endlessly scroll. Because a powerful truth is this: when you subtract distraction from your life, what's left is direction. It's like clearing the fog from a path. You can finally see where you're going. And that's how you stop drifting aimlessly through life and start intentionally designing it, one conscious choice at a time. It's about moving from being a passive consumer to an active creator of your own reality. If this message helped you in any way, please consider sharing it with someone you know who might need to hear it too. And if you decide to try a dopamine detox for yourself, commit to it fully. Don't do it halfway. Give it your all. Your future self is counting on you to make this change. Thanks for watching.